Hello and welcome to GPTV on Monday the 21st of November. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer. Welcome back to the show after a very busy weekend, which we're pleased to review with you.
We certainly came out of the blocks hard. We had 12 auctions on the weekend and sold 10 out of 12, which gives us a clearance rate, I'm very proud to say, of 83% against an industry average on the weekend of 53%.
Yep, got to be happy with that one. And certainly some highlights of the weekend were as follows. Firstly, the auction that we talked about last week on GPTV in Bentley East, which was in Purtell Street, which was an absolute cracker. 3 strong bidders going for it, and certainly a very strong result. A reserve of $740, which was given to us on the day, and a sale price at $805. 5 auctions on Sunday, and if I'm not mistaken, 4 out of 5 sold.
Big day for me, Gary. I kicked off at 11:30, leaped into Murchison Street in St Kilda, where we had a great result there, selling a lovely double-fronted Californian bungalow. I then moved on to one of my listings, actually, in Dandenong Road.
Yes.
Number 382 Dandenong Road, which is a charming house on 1,000 square metres of land, and spirited bidding took that all the way to $2,025,000, which I thought was a fantastic result.
Yep.
While I was on a roll, of course, I then moved on to Sidwell Avenue. We had a very competitive auction on Sunday, sold that against a reserve of $1,650,000, and we sold it for $1,801,000. So it does go to show that good real estate will stand the test of any market almost.
And you've also moved on then to St Albans Avenue.
We sold a 1970s/1980s cathedral style house there. And the funny thing about real estate, we sold it to somebody that saw it for the first time on the day. And those of you watching, you'd be amazed how many real estate agents across Melbourne sell houses at auctions to people that see it for the first time on the day.
The power of auction, Philip.
Yes,
never underestimate it, can you? You moved on after that to Helmsley Road. You had a perfect 100% clearance rate till then, but it didn't happen for you in Helmsley Road. What was the story?
Well, it did and it didn't. We passed that in to a bidder at $2,525,000. Negotiations are currently underway. Won't surprise me if we wrap that up in the next couple of days, because it is a fabulous house.
One of the other auctions that we featured last week on GPTV was a property in Hawthorne Road, which Lee or Samuel auctioned, and that was
an amazing result that was.
It was a big one, wasn't it? It was quoted for between $720 and $790, and the reserve was up the upper end of that as we received it on the day, and that sold in the high eights at $885,000. So
that's
some
almost
$100,000 over reserve.
$100,000 over reserve.
That was a real thumper, and of course another great auction job from Lee or Samuel. Looking to the week ahead, which is the last weekend in November.
I might just jump in here, Gary, because we've got an auction on Friday.
We have an auction
at number 483 Malvern Road, South Yarra, which is a 2-storey shop and dwelling directly opposite the McDonald's, which is somewhat of an anchor point there near the intersection of Malvern Road and Williams Road.
I think our feature auction of the week this week is going to be on Sunday, one of yours, in 12 Currawa Street.
Looks like there's a bit of excitement building around that house.
Lovely home.
And so there should be, because it's a house with all of the family accommodation, all of the rooms are in the right spot. Really one of those really solid houses that you can move straight into, complete with swimming pool. So get in for summer, Gary.
One of the auctions that I'm going to be doing on the weekend is in Lord Street in East Caulfield, not too far away from the station on the racecourse, and Glenn Brick has been handling that one, and there's a lot of interest. In fact, sorry, I'm not the auctioneer for that. Leo's got the gig there, and we're expecting some serious competition for that one as well, so Leo's going to have another, hopefully, competitive auction on his hands.
Just in closing, Gary, I'm noticing a bit of a bounce in the market, and particularly with our last 3 weekends of auction results, where we've been averaging around 85% clearance. There's no question in my mind, the buyers that I'm talking to are all talking about the interest rate reduction and the possibilities of a second and a third. So I think the market has stabilised definitely, and I'm starting to see more positive people out there in the marketplace.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same way, and it's looking like November's going to be our best month this year pretty comfortably. There has certainly been some quality properties and people are prepared to fight for them, and that's really good to see. I think the vendors have, as I've said in earlier editions of GPTV, they've decided to take the hit. The prices dropped earlier in the year, and it took a while for people to get to adjust their minds to that. But I think buyers can see value, there's some confidence returning, the vendors are realistic, and it's all happening out there again.
Well, that's it for another week. Thanks for watching GPTV. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday.
See you next week. Cheers.